I'm Edith Tzeng, Chair of the Scientific Forum Committee.
And I'm Paula Termuhlen, Vice Chair of the Surgical Forum Committee.
What do you think the benefit of having a late-breaking clinical trial session is?
Well, Edith, I remember when we were first talking about this in the committee and the recognition that really some of the best work going on in surgical labs today and in surgical clinical trial work, it's really important that we share this with the broadest range of surgeons, and the American College of Surgeons is a great place to do that because we serve so many different constituencies. We had really 6 wonderful presentations this year. What were a couple of your favorites?
I think I liked them all, of course, since we selected them, but I think that one of the most useful ones was this point-of-care ultrasonography that can be used to diagnose acute general surgical problems. I think that it could be extremely useful in our rural communities and in austere locations. Another one was the ability to implement a pretty simple perioperative pain management protocol that made a significant impact on reducing postoperative narcotic prescriptions. And I think that in this day and age is very important.
Another one that I really enjoyed was the transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation in management of neurogenic bladder, recognizing what a challenge that is to treat.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's a huge problem, and to see that there could be a potential solution someday would be amazing.
Were there any of the studies that surprised you?
Well, I guess I was a little surprised to hear that the biological meshes underperform the synthetic ones in the repair of the complex ventral hernias, with a higher infection rate and higher readmission rates. But I'm a vascular surgeon, so that I'm not that familiar with the ventral hernia repairs. What do you think?
Well, both of those products have been on the market for a long time, and we've really relied on them. I think this is groundbreaking work that could be potentially practice-changing.
Yeah, agreed. We should sort of let everybody know what our selection process was. I mean, we received, and given the fact that this is such a late submission before the meeting, we received 70 abstracts and chose only 6, so that was only less than 10% acceptance rate. We had a team of 8 reviewers, and so I think that these are really amazing studies that are very likely to be impactful, I think.
Agreed. I mean, these are some of the studies with the highest scientific rigor. We're looking for randomized controlled trials. We're looking for multi-institutional studies, really ones that are powered in a way that, again, could be practice changing. That's what this is about. That's why we want to bring it to you.
Exactly. Do you have any advice for surgeons who may want to submit a study next year?
Well, first and foremost, regardless of whether it's in our surgical forum with presentations and posters or whether it's part of the late-breaking clinical abstracts, we want to see your best stuff. We want to see the things that you want to get in front of the largest audience, because the American College of Surgeons has the breadth and the depth to be able to get the word out there. So please submit.
Yes, agreed. And I think that, as surgeons, we have, the access to the patients, and we know sort of how we want to practice, and I think we're the best to do some of these important studies. So yes, let's keep on submitting, and we look forward to next year's session.
We'll see you next year.